So with the release of set 4, the Awakening of Twin Blades set, it's really easy to just jump on the bandwagon and play the solved decks for the new Vanguard Zero meta. But sometimes these decks have way too many expensive cards, so it's hard to finish them, or they're really saturating the meta and making it not fun to play on ranked or even in friend fights. These kinds of situations can make it to where it feels like Vanguard Zero isn't as fun as it should be, and it can really demotivate you from wanting to go on ranked or play the game in general. Well, what if I told you that we have an answer to this problem? Welcome back, everyone, to the TrueChampionSteven channel. My name is Steven Rodriguez, and today we're starting Season 2 of the Rarity Challenge for Cardfight Vanguard Zero. Let's get started. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, TrueChampionSteven, and we are back with another episode, in fact, another season of the Rarity Challenge for Cardfight Vanguard Zero. And we're starting off with a banger, double rares and lower. I'm really excited to show you guys the deck that I built for this challenge. It's gonna be super exciting. If you guys are unfamiliar with this series, basically what I do is I try and challenge myself in Cardfight Vanguard Zero by limiting the cards that I'm allowed to use to build a deck, and then go on the ladder and see if it's possible to win if you limit yourself to maybe not using the best cards or using sometimes really obscene cards. In the past, I've done double rares and lower twice, rares and lower, and even commons only, and had so much fun doing all those challenges that I cannot wait to keep doing this every single time a new set comes out. So if you guys are excited for the continuation of this series and want to see more videos like this from me in the future, please be sure to let me know that by leaving a like on this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking that bell for notifications so that way you guys know when my videos go live for you. I think something like 70% of you guys aren't actually subscribed who watch these videos, so just know that I do post videos 3 times a week. All kinds of Cardfight Vanguard and Cardfight Vanguard Zero content can be found here. If that kind of stuff interests you, just know that subscribing is always an option. Anywho, guys, with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the actual rules for this challenge. Alright guys, the rules for this challenge are simple. I'm allowed to choose any clan that I want to build my deck out of. However, I must meet the specific rarity restriction that I have in order to pick the cards that go in the deck. So for this video, it's going to be double rares and lower. A special exception is always falling under PGs, even though this video is double rares and lower and all PGs are double rares. In the future, when I do rares and lower or commons only, I'll still be allowed to use sentinels and PGs because I feel like limiting your ability to protect yourself from damage isn't actually a challenge. It's really just like not competitive at all and really makes it hard for you to enjoy the game because you literally leave every chance you have to take damage up to luck or up to your opponent just aggressing you, and I feel like that's not fun for everyone, and I want this challenge to not be impossible. I want it to be very doable and kind of inspire you guys at home to feel like you can do it yourselves. Once I have built said deck from said clan, I will then take that deck onto the rank ladder and play 3 matches with it. If I get at least 1 win against a non-VP farming deck, then I will consider the challenge a success, and we will continue our winning record in this challenge. Currently, I've done this challenge 4 times, and I've won 3 of them and only lost 1. Rares and lower for set 2 and 3 was apparently really hard. But yeah, guys, that's the rules. Let's go ahead and look at the deck that I built. All right, guys, here we are in the deck builder. Now, a running joke for this series is that I kind of juke you guys into thinking that I'm using Nova Grappler or some already established budget deck, when in reality, I'm not. I use like a deck out of left field, like a Dingman Rain or an all commons Nova Grappler deck or an Olive deck, right? Instead of like a Blaukluger deck or a Gold Tower deck. Well, today I'm doing another juke where instead of using like a known budget deck, I'm using a very known not budget or even expensive deck. I'm using Shadow Paladins today, guys. Yeah, this is real. I built a Shadow Paladin deck for the double rares and lower challenge. But anyway, guys, here is the deck that I built. As you can see, none of my grade 3s are double rares because there are no double rare grade 3s in Shadow Paladin. They're all grade 2s or 1s, which I thought was really interesting. So here's the list. It's going to be kind of a Dark Dictator skull face soul charging deck that tries to kind of do like Soul Saver-esque things or even late game Lauren Grin type things. It's kind of basically a good stuff Paladins list, but instead of being good stuff Royals, it's good stuff Shadows, which is super interesting to me. So we got our 4 Dark Dictator, who are stand triggers, by the way, because I wanted to add some kind of aggression into this deck. I like giving myself the maximum amount of aggression in these decks that I built for this challenge, and I feel like stand triggers is going to be the best way to do that, given that we give our rear guards power, and our rear guards are oftentimes really strong anyway. Plus, we don't retire any of our rear guards in this deck like you normally would expect in a Shadow Paladin deck, which is pretty interesting to me. So if you guys don't know, Dark Dictator actually has this really cool skill. on Vanguard Rearguard, you can Soul Blast 3 cards and give 2 of your front row rearguards power plus 5k. It's kind of like a mini Soul Saver, which is really cool. He also is an Alfred clone. If he's on Vanguard, he gains 2,000 power of each of your rearguards, but he also can't be boosted. So he's actually a really good Vanguard to have, but really he's in here for a rearguard skill / being a stand trigger. Our main grade 3 that we ride, though, is actually Knight of Purgatory Skullface, because he soul charges every single turn, plus he's a really useful Vanguard Rearguard Mega Blast that we can use if we're not abusing Counterblast with cards like Vaha here, who lets us draw cards, by the way. And then finally we have 4 Vibe card. This is one of the best cards of Shadow Paladin, just a free card when you call it, really, really strong. If you're gonna draw a heal trigger, it may as well be a +1, right? And then finally this dude, Counterblast 2, gain 4k. He's the only other grade 3 shadows that's good besides Dark Metal Dragon, and Dark Metal Dragon sucks, so don't play that card. Next up, we got some grade 2s. We got a mini little Blaster Javelin, Blaster Dark engine here, because it is essentially a +1 engine with your starter, and I didn't want to play Creeping Dark Goat, so here we are. I could play Goat, but Full Bow getting a guaranteed grade 2 ride that's a 10k base is really strong. This coupled with Rugos just gives us nice defensive numbers on turn 2 / really good offensive numbers on rear guards if we don't have boosters. And then we have 3 Cursed Lancer. Yes, this is SP, but it is an SP of a double rare, so it counts for this challenge. I did not own a 3rd actual copy, and I wanted to play 3, so here we go. And then finally we have 4 Vaha, who's the Kira clone, lets you draw a card if it hits. This is just a really good, just like solid beat sticky type engine here. I wanted to play Maka for the superior call, but I felt like it was too much counterblast, and I feel like we don't need it because all of our rear guards either hit by themselves or are gonna get boosted by Dark Dictator anyway, so we're not really gonna need boosters that much. Finally, we have 4 Javelin, 4 PG, 4 Karen, and 1 Dark Side Pegasus. I almost called it Starlight Unicorn. This is Dark Side Pegasus. It is a Starlight clone, but here we go. Giving more just kind of beat stick power here. This could be like a, really whatever you want. It could be, what's her face? The Witch Girl that like drops a card, draw a card, Gojo clone. But calling this and giving like 2k power to, I don't know, Rearguard Dark Dictator, boosted by Corone, lets you just like hit good numbers. Just like cheeky getting like a 20k out of nowhere, or making your Dark Dictator 22 on Vanguard is really cool. So I felt like this gave us more beat stick power, which is what the deck's all about anyway, right? Plus making your 9ks 11k, so when they swing by themselves and get a stand trigger, making them 16k is really, really cool for the meta. And also I'm playing the 4 Corone, 4 Brugos, that way we can hit cross-ride numbers, by the way, if I didn't mention that. That's a really good thing as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for my double rares and lower Shadow Paladin deck. Let's go ahead and see what it can do over on the ranked ladder. Alright guys, here we are for game 1 in the double rares and lower challenge. The Abyss stares back. Ooh, scary. Alright, OCD player, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Ooh, the DOTE sleeves. I'm so close to getting my DOTE sleeves right now too. I'm almost done with, what is it? I think it's grade 33 for the story, so that's like really awesome. This hand's really solid. We're gonna have we're actually gonna have 3 grade 2s in our hand once we ride, so we can get a really aggressive turn 2 against my opponent, which is super strong. There's a PG, which is always nice to see. Go ahead and get a Blaster Javelin ride. Now, not being able to actually call a full bout out of the soul is like less of a bad thing than you might think, because we want to kind of conserve that soul anyway for our effects like Dictator or Skullface. So honestly, I could care less, losing out on that free unit, because again, we don't really retire anything with this beat sticky type version of Shadow Paladins that we're playing, so it's really no big deal. So right now my opponent needs a booster, which means we're not fighting against a VP farmer, which that's super great. Always good to see a real game. Again, it's probably a bad matchup too. I wouldn't say this matchup's gonna be too good for us, Tsukuyomi, because it could be pretty awkward here, especially if we don't call enough grade 2s every single turn. So I might actually conserve these grade 2s, so that way I can use them later in the game to kind of protect myself against Silent Tom. Plus, I don't really need to be aggressive against my opponent right now anyway. I feel like I'm not pressured or anything. And look at this sexy boy. Oh, Blaster Dark is way cooler than Blaster Blade. Anyone who thinks otherwise is just dumb. I'm also gonna mute them because they're emoting way too much. I do kind of want to call this Rugos, but I'm not going to. Like I said, I don't really care about early game damage. I care about late game damage. So here we are. I wish Dark Dictator could like superior call units. I feel like that'd be so much better for him. But being a combination of Alfred and Soul Saver is kind of really cool. And now that I have Skullface, I might ride Skullface first and then ride the Dark Dictator for like late game purposes, because I don't really need to have him for anything yet. I'll decide what to do here. I think Skullface ride would be okay. That gives me like, what, another 3 soul essentially on my next turn once I re-ride Mr. Dark Dictators. That way I can use his effect twice this game. That could be pretty good for like long-term damage, pushing them from 4 to 5 twice, or even 5 to 6. Seems really solid to me. There's 2 rear guards, so you just call for some extra aggression. I like the extra aggression from this OTT player. I'm not usually one on, this much aggression early game for OTT, but I like it. I like seeing it. There's a draw trigger, giving us, oh wow, okay, so now I have double skull face, which is interesting. Is that 8 cards in my hand? Yeah, okay, cool. I was like, is this too many cards in my hand? It might be. It might just be. Let's see, what's their soul looking like? I think I saw a trigger in there. No, 0. That's a lot of triggers left for them then. Another Vibe car. Ugh, gross. Yeah, I'm gonna ride this skull face here. I'm gonna choose to call this Vibe car first, so that way we can kind of minimize our risk of getting like a bad card off this. Let's see what we get. There's a grade 1 there. I love a grade 1 here. Oh, a cool free Vaha. That's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. No boosters though. Kind of sucks. I'm actually gonna, since I got this extra grade 2, I'm gonna call this here. Swing, swing. Kind of want to use your effect now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just go like super timid here, and if I get the trigger, I get the trigger, right? Don't draw a trigger here, Vaha. That'd be super sweet. I'm also content with not using Skull Face at all this game, which is why I'm cool with doing that. Again, this is gonna be really good for us to push for extra damage once they're like at 2 or 3. Sorry, 3 or 4. Not being able to push her to 3 this turn kind of is a yikes, but next turn I'll be able to, and with these double intercepts, we should be a little bit safer from any damage, potentially. But our goal next turn is going to be for sure to push them to 4 damage, which if they call 2 intercepts is going to be a little bit hard to do since we can't retire any rear guards, since we don't have any Phantom Blasters. But let's see what they're going to do here. I will say, of all the decks to fight, using like a vanilla deck, Tsukuyomi is not really a good one, because if you cannot give adequate pressure to Tsukuyomi, they're just going to roll over you eventually, because once we get to the late game, they will have full control over everything that happens. And if you're not like aggressive enough or pushing them enough, you're not going to be able to make it, because they will just make a game state where you just always lose, guaranteed, especially if it's a competent Tsukuyomi player. There's a stand trigger in the soul, yikes, but 8 cards in soul too. There's 3 stand triggers gone then, essentially, for them? No, 4, because they must have damage checked 1. Or no, they drove check 1. Okay, cool. So that's 4 stand triggers gone. I can assume that they only have 1 more maximum, so that's good to see. No, just extra damage out of nowhere. So yeah, 1 damage limited to them that turn. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. So yeah, this turn we're going to ride Dark Dictator. That way we can have a good rear guard representation. There's 2 PGs in my hand now. I'm only going to have access to... I'm going to call this Vibe car behind the Vanguard and see if I can't get a grade 2 off the top of my deck. I would really love a grade 2 right now. Another Vibe car. A Vibe car to a Vibe car, baby. It happens. If only I had... There's the grade 2 though, so that happens as well, which is nice. And my Vanguard is 16, so I'm going to call this Vaha. I'm going to replace this free card that I had here with the Corones, that way it can boost and hit. I would use Dictator's skill here, but I'm not going to. Yeah, no, we're not going to. I'm just going to swing at the rear guard, swing at his Vanguard using... I'll use her effect though as well, just to dig for more stuff. Nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and go... Rear guard seems safer. Yeah. Rear guard seems safer this way. Because if I do get a stand trigger, this will let me... Yeah, so now I'm going to have to be forced... Yeah, maybe it was smart to go with this, because I need a trigger now no matter what. Then there's the stand trigger too, so now I'm going to need another trigger if I want anything else to hit, which is annoying. But it would have been that way anyway. It's the same kind of scenario that I would have been in otherwise. Yeah. Because like, had I swung Vanguard first, I would have gotten the stand trigger, given the power to my rear guard. I still would have rather pushed damage on their Vanguard again versus attack this rear guard, but I would have liked to have done both, basically. And the way that I would have done both was attack, then not get the trigger, get the stand trigger, give the power to this rear guard, restand it, a swing, and then we'd be Gucci, but it didn't happen that way. But that's also 2 more triggers gone for them, which I think is 6 or 7. It is 8, actually. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. But they do have plenty of heals left, which now that they can heal is going to be kind of annoying if they get one. This turn, I've drawn all my heals and superior called all my heals, which is really annoying. But we are going to be not killed this turn, which is super nice to see, because we can easily push for damage next turn using Dark Dictator skill, and maybe even close out some games if I get a stand trigger here, because I think I have 1 more in my deck. Oh, also, I just made that happen. Sorry. No, it's actually fine. Cool. I thought I changed the dimensions of the screen for you guys and made it smaller. I think that's what... I do have 1 left in my deck. Yeah, and my deck has been pretty thinned out, actually. So as long as I don't draw it here... Well, all right, then. Right skip. So I can easily promote this, call this. I probably could have rode the the other Dark Dictator in hindsight, but it's okay. I'm gonna give the power to this Vibe car. I'm gonna go ahead and activate the skill of Dark Dictator, giving power to my rear guards in the front row. Swing at the rear guard, swing at the rear guard. If we can get a stand trigger. Oh wait, they just healed last turn. I just realized that's super annoying. I'm still gonna do this play and then just do it again next turn by rewriting, so it's gonna be no big deal. So now I really want to see a heal trigger. That's what I want here. Don't you dare draw it. Don't you dare draw it. Okay, that's fine. Power to this one. Ah, neither. Okay. So next turn we need the stand trigger, and this turn we need the heal trigger because, or they could not have a silent Tom. I haven't seen any sign of Tom though, so there's a good chance they're just like clutching onto all of them, onto all of them. But I have seen Wise Man actually in the deck. Wise Man and Red Eye leads me to believe that they might have lower numbers of Toms than maybe other Tsukuyomi decks, or no Toms at all. And I instantly corrected, and that's gonna be a GG if we don't get a 6 damage heal, which again, it's in there, it's possible. We could easily see it. I think it's like a 1 in 6 or 7 chance, given how many non-triggers I've seen, so let's see if it's possible. 1 in 6 or 7, let's see it. I believe in the power of Shadow Paladins. Ah, not today, folks, not today. All right, that was game 1 against the deck that's probably really hard to beat if you can't just keep up good aggression. And that game, I did not. I also saw all my heal triggers, which made it impossible for me to keep my damage low to where that situation wasn't going to happen. But hey, I did my best. Let's go ahead and move on to game 2. All right, guys, here we are for game 2 against, a sexy Kai. Okay, all right, Kagero. Let's see what you got. You better be using DOTE if you're using sexy Kai, because that's the only deck that boy better be using, all right? I really don't want to return this because it's my only grade 3, but I kind of have to because it's a pretty sucky grade 3. So I'll just do this. And there's a good grade 3 plus a Javelin for even more grade 2s. You know what? Makes his hand super solid. And there's a Conroe. Okay, we got ourselves a game, boys and girls. Also, really solid. Okay, my hand is evolving to become even better and better as the draws come in, which is super nice. I'm going to need the PGs to start rolling around, though. Otherwise, we're going to be in some trouble late game. And this deck is not like, you know, regular Shadows where you have the mains to, like, dig through your deck and stuff. We just need to kind of draw things sometimes. So let's hope we can see 1 or 2 PGs this game for no reason. Let's hope that happens. But here we go. Bar boosted by Conroe. He's playing Striken. Okay, so he might be riding that next turn, trying to prevent some damage. There's a Vibe car, another wasted thing. What's with me and wasting PGs right now? I'm not a big fan of that. Ain't about that life. No, no. There's another grade 2. Okay, I think I'm gonna mount a little bit of an aggression here because I have all the tools to be aggressive here. So let's go ahead and call this Rugo. Let's go ahead and call this here. Go ahead and swing this. Do not check a stand trigger, please. Do not. Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Guaranteed 2 damage. I like seeing the 2 damage. Let's see if he's playing Berserk Dragon. There's a Vortex Dragon, so let's see what this guy's rocking. If he's rocking Vortex Dragon at this point, let's see what he's got. Are we fighting against someone else who's using the challenge? And there's a heal trigger. SP, actually. Dude, SP Goku is so nice, but that heal trigger is not a fun sight to see for your boy here, but let's see what we can make happen. Let's see what we can make happen. Dragon Knight and Hallam, super solid ride. Love to see it. Love to see it. Next turn, I will be calling this Vibe car. I think I'm going to ride Skullface first, obviously, just that way I can get myself some soul charge happening. Hopefully we can get some free boosters, or just some free units in general. There's the Airmo. Love to see it. There's a Heat Nail Salamander. Hate to see that. And they did have the Berserk Dragon, so maybe they wanted that 2 damage, honestly. Them not getting it might be a big sad, but they have the Heat Nail, so I guess it's like less of a big deal for them, because they are going to board ride me. But luckily I have Vibe car, who can hopefully give us a booster. A booster would be super ideal. Yeah, there goes the Heat Nail, getting rid of our Karen after this, probably. Ooh, another Corone gone. Not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that, Chief. Yep, there he goes. Bye, Karen. Love ya. Okay. Stand and draw. We're going to go ahead and ride Skullface and see what happens. Another Skullface. Okay, that's fine. Riding the Skullboy. He looks... Dude, Skullface is like a really cool art, but man, oh man. Is this card... Oh, there's the booster that I would have liked. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. And there's another one. That's the way the cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen. Never punished. The world finds a way to work. Remember that. The world finds a way to work. I'll tell you what. I might hang on to Skullface's ability and use it this game, because retiring all of his rear guards, like late game, seems super nice. I do have the rear guard one in my hand, though, so I can always just save that, I guess, for that effect if I really wanted to. But, you know, it's like a fun food for thought that I could do later. Also, it might have been a smarter play, by the way, to call Rugos by himself and then boost this, because having a 10k that could have reset for 15 with like a 20k column, but I guess it wouldn't be an extra damage this turn anyway, unless he had a full board. So, you know, it's like the same thing, I guess. But, ooh, he's actually going to ride the DOTE first, which means we're not going to have to worry about cross-ride right now, which is actually really nice for us, not having to worry about those numbers. So, looking good. I wonder, so he's definitely going to attack our rear guard with that, obviously. But I wonder if he's going to go, oh, this leads me to believe he doesn't have the DOTE in his hand, but if he attacks unboosted, we'll know. Let's see. Yeah, okay, he has it in his hand. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. No triggers, though. Ooh, that could be good. If we get one, get a trigger, get a trigger, get a trigger. Ah, I didn't do it. Okay, it's fine. He's gonna use the effect of DOTE. Gonna go ahead and restand, draw 2 cards, get all the advantage in the world. Super strong. I think I'm gonna choose to just rewrite Skullface here, depending on what I draw. If I draw like a booster or something, I'll definitely do it that way. But if I don't know. BG gun, that's good to see. Draw trigger. Oh my god, his hand is getting so big. His hand is getting so large, and I can tell there's like 3 PGs in there. You know, even though we just saw one, there's definitely 3. And that heal trigger is very nice to see. Thank you, Bibcar. You are a wizard. I appreciate that. All right, so let's see if he uses air mode skill to dig for more things. Yeah, no, he's not going to. That means he's sitting on DOTEs, ladies and gentlemen. He is literally sitting on DOTEs. He has so many in his hand. I'm gonna rewrite Skullface. And next turn we are using this boy's skill. I'll tell you what. Yeah. I could have used it this turn, actually, if I didn't get a heal trigger, which is pretty funny. I wouldn't have wanted to use it this turn anyway, so, like, it's fine. I have half a mind to... I really want to, but having a 15k rear guard makes me not want to use Vaha, but if I could, like... Oh, my God. I think I might... You know what? I'm going to use Vaha's effect. Because I could care less if my Vanguard hits, because I don't want to push... Oh, I drew a stand. I drew a trigger. It's annoying. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of using... you know, Skullface yet anyway. Besides now, Skullface can hit if I get a trigger. This would have been the trigger that I would have needed, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Counterless 1 draw card's really strong. Oh, the next card was the PG. Ah! I mean, I wouldn't have gotten it either way, no matter how I attacked there, but if only Vaha was in the main, life would be great. Life would be so great if she was just in the main, because I could have gotten that PG in my hand, which I would have loved. Ooh, he's calling more rear guards that I can then kill, which is nice. But he's not going to push us to 4 damage, though, so 5 damage, so I won't be able to use Skullface's effect. I mean, maybe it was a misplay last turn to do that with Vaha, but I thought digging for more PGs was like my only way to kind of survive the next coming turns. I'm surprised he called the Heat Nail. That was actually like a big overcommitment from him. Very interesting to see that. Let's see. There's the stand trigger. Oh my god, all my aggression is leaving my deck. Is that all my stand triggers? I have 1 left, which is, you know, more than. Which would be enough to win the game this turn, essentially, if I got it, actually, which would be super funny, probably, because I know he only has access to 2 PGs in his hand maximum, right? So if I got a stand trigger and attacked him 2-3 times, you know, that'd be kind of huge. So 6 cards in Soul. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and ride this now, because now the way we win isn't by using Skullface, it's by using just having enough attacks to hit him, and using Dark Dictator's skill. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna use Dictator and get the party rolling here. We need him to not check a trigger, and then for us to check a stand trigger here, and we can easily win the game this turn. Oh my god, we did it. Okay. If he doesn't check a trigger, guys, we could totally win. It doesn't. I have to give it here. Oh no, my connection's unstable. That's not good. No. Okay, phew, that was scary. All right, don't get a trigger. Don't get a trigger. Don't get a trigger. Don't get a trigger. Don't you dare! Oh, baby, here we go. 2 lethal swings at the Vanguard. Let's see it, boys. Let's see it. There's 1 PG. Does he have the last PG he could possibly have in his hand? Curse Lancer with the finishing blow. Woo! Let's go. Beat this DOTE. Beat the DOTE. Beat the DOTE. Beat the DOTE. Beat the DOTE. Come on. Let's go, baby. Yes! I am not a big fan of Kagro ever losing, but if it's for the challenge and it's by the hands of a double rares and lower deck, you boys and girls, I don't care. We just beat a DOTE deck using this. It was so cool. Oh my god, we did it. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to slam that like button and comment down below, Cursed Lancer, the boy that got the finishing blow. Let me know that you've watched the video this far. Comment down below, Cursed Lancer, exclamation point, boys and girls, exclamation point. I want to see it. I want to see it in the comments. Alright guys, here we are for game 3 against Royal Paladin. So sorry, by the way, guys, for that cut. It's so hard to get back-to-back games, but man, oh man, I'm super hyped. We got another challenge in the books, and I'm super happy it was using a Shadow Paladin deck, because it means we've used a different kind of clan every single time we've done this, which is really fun. I'm gonna return this Vaha because I really want to see more different grade 1s, And oh, the same 2 cards basically. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Checks out. Okay, so there's an MLB deck, man. Oh my God, Tsukuyomi, MLB, and DOTE in one video for the double rares and lower challenge. Man, this challenge is gonna get pretty hard the more meta decks come out. I'll tell you what, fam. I'll tell you what. Being forced to write a PG here, not good against MLB. I'll tell you that much. Not good against MLB. But let's see what we're dealing with here. There's a Night of Friendship K. Okay. I think I'm just gonna ride into Rugos and then pass on my next turn. I don't really care about giving him damage this early on, so we can use Wingull Brave for no reason. Another thing too is that like the more damage he gives me, if I get a Blaster Dark, which I didn't get regrettably, I'll be able just to kill the Wingull Brave, which is really cool. That's a really cool thing that Shadows can do is they can actually kill the Wingull Brave pretty much guaranteed if your opponent gives them damage, which can happen. People are sometimes dumb. I'm gonna go ahead and ride Rugos and then pass. Yeah, I see nothing else to do. I could call this second Rugos here to try and prevent some damage from like unboosted swings, but I think it's fine either way. We're just gonna go ahead and pass. And then next turn we can start dealing some damage while restanding and forcing them to have the MLB in their hand already, which is really good to see. Plus them losing a heal trigger there, by the way, is really nice for us. So let's see what they got up their sleeve. We were able to beat DOTE. Let's see if we can beat MLB using this deck. That'll be super exciting to see. There's the Blaster Blade. Okay, being forced to write Blaster Blade there's really interesting. Back in the day, that used to be a thing. You know, your opponent didn't have to counterblast for Wingull Brave, and they would just get it off anyway. And there's an MLB going to the drop zone. Okay, there's nothing saying that they already have one in their hand, but let's see if they do next turn. Because if we can get a free turn with no MLBs, guys, that's super huge for us. I'll tell you what, that is super huge. All right, so there's a Vaha proc for us basically, which is gonna be super nice. I'm gonna go ahead and call this Vaha and actually swing with it first to once again dig for PGs. I feel like it's a really good thing to do in this exact situation that we're in, because I've already ridden one. I need to maximize my ability to get as many as I can in my hand. This defensive, wow, they've seen so many triggers already. It's kind of crazy, but it's okay. I mean, I think, no, every check they've had, they've checked a trigger, which is really interesting. There's a really good booster for us. Let's see if we can double trigger, I guess, to hit this thing. That's what has to happen, I guess. Heal. Hey, my side qualia is working, boys and girls. It's on full blast now that I'm Red Tsukuyomi, by the way. It's on full blast now, so expect a lot of stuff like that to happen. Just a little taste. Just a little taste of my side qualia, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little taste. All right, so let's see what this boy's got going on over here. Did he have the MLB, or was all those draw triggers for naught? What? He's not gonna ride. No MLB in hand. Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Look at that. I should have called another grade 2 then. I regret not doing that, because now he's gonna rush me potentially. There's a star call. Does that? Okay, that's not that bad. He's gonna use that to guarantee hit. Makes sense. Another draw trigger. Every check, he's checked a trigger. I want everyone to know that every check has had a trigger. Every check. I bet you his hand is full of things that aren't MLB, and he's like, I don't want to ride these things, which is the fun bit. But there he goes, grabbing. Oh my god, that was my first time ever seeing SP MLB. That thing is sexy. Holy, it's like on fire. I love that. Love that. That's a really good SP. Really high quality SP. Good job. Good job, Bushy. Good job, Game Studio. That's a really good SP. Another PG. Okay, boys and girls, I don't want to like jinx anything or anything, but this is looking really good. This game is looking really good for us so far. This game is looking honestly really solid for us. So that's just like a good thing to point out. Especially since I'll have my rear guard skull face next to him to like board wipe him. It's gonna be like super cool to see what we can make happen in the following turns. I sadly already checked the stand trigger in my soul, so hopefully we can get another one this turn. Oh, there's another Mac Lear going to the bottom, and that thing is gonna be staying there because I don't have a way to shuffle my deck. Besides Javelin, I can't use Javelin's effect since I'm not playing PBD. Oh look, the first non-trigger. Ooh, it's a Blaster Blade too. Blaster Dark? A heal trigger. Ah, I spoke too soon. My foot was inside my mouth hole. Got a miracle heal right there, which is super huge. Not a miracle heal, but that heal is a miracle because having him at 3 damage, he has so many cards in his hand. He discarded a Bedivere. Oh my god, that's how much they've triggered. But dude, look at that MLB SP. Holy crap, that is nice. The sword and everything is being lit up right now. And like there's like this purple rainbowish glow on the armor. I kind of dig that. I haven't seen the SP DOTE yet, but I bet you it's just as cool, if not cooler. All right, so there's that. We know he has 1 Blaster Blade and Soul, 1 Blaster Blade there, so he has 2 left, and then all of his Blaster Darks probably are still in his deck, so He's more than likely going to be just doing the whole shebang this turn. So, you know, expect to be pushed to 4 damage this turn, Steven. I'm ready for that to happen. I have 2 BGs in my hand, which means we essentially get 2 more turns against him. But given that he's at 2 damage, I don't see us being able to kill him in that time. So right now it's not looking good despite how good it could have been. If he was at 3 damage, I think we could have killed him. I'm being honest right now. Like 1 stand trigger here and there would have definitely got us there. I can guarantee it. But right now it's not looking too good, Chief. If I was a real Shadow Paladin deck and I rode Javelin first turn, he would have lost the game because I would have been able to kill his Wing All Brave. That would have been super hot. I would have just passed until he attacked me enough times to kill it. Another draw. Oh my god, dude. How many times can this guy trigger? How many triggers is that? 7. All 7 of those triggers he's either checked. Like, this is the only one that he's added to his hand. He's checked all the rest. Oh my god. Also, all my grade 2s are there, which is annoying to see. And we're still 1 damage away from retiring his board, which is frustrating, but it's okay. A heal trigger, that's... You hate to see that. You hate to see that. Luckily, I can just promote this and not need to commit anything else to the board, which is super cool. There's another thing, too, to point out about Skullface is that it can hit MLB by himself, which is super solid. Not having intercepts here, though, really sucks. So we really do need to heal this turn, like, badly. So that Soul Charge really sucked. Stand trigger. Okay. Double trigger, please. Double trigger would be super cool. Double trigger, heal trigger, and no trigger from him is going to be super good for us. Oh, a double stand trigger. You know, I'll take that. I will take a double stand trigger because if he doesn't get a defensive, we can push him to 4 damage, which would be huge for us. So huge. Yeah, baby. Yeah, go get him, Skullface. Go get him. Go get him. We have 1 stand left in our deck, too. I think if we check that stand trigger, we win the game. I'm going to be 100% honest with you because next turn, what I can do is... Well, it's kind of awkward if I get the stand trigger, actually, because... unless he kills my rearguard Skullface this turn, which I don't think he'll do, it'll be awkward. But if he does kill it, it'll be awkward, because being forced to swing rearguard at a Vanguard at a rearguard and then, like, get a stand trigger while everything else is standing is a little annoying. But being able to, like, board wipe him and get rid of the intercepts could be super, super sick. So let's see what he does here. I imagine he would just attack my face the whole time. Another draw trigger. Holy crap! Has he checked all of them? That's 7. Oh my god, dude. He's checked 7 draw triggers. Sorry, 6. He's checked 6 draw triggers. 2 is damage. Sorry, no, all his drive checks. They've all been drive checks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's 1, and then there was 1 in his hand. Okay, so he's checked 5 and drew 2. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, we need to check this last stand trigger or heal trigger, basically. I guess is like what we have to do. Okay. Let's see. The best play here. So I can just swing at this, board wipe him, right? Call this. Call this. I guess it didn't matter which one I called first. Go to battle, swing at this, activate the skill to retire his board. Not having any intercepts makes this a lot harder, but if I get a stand trigger, actually I would need a double trigger actually. So yeah, I misplayed here. I should have called the Blaster Javelin. No, I should have called the Caron behind the Skullface on the rear guard. Then if I got the stand trigger, you could hit by itself. I'm stupid. It's okay. Not having grade 2 sucked here. Like if I just drew a 9K, I would have called the Caron here, move this back, and we would be Gucci. But it's okay. I'm gonna swing this first. It's not gonna be a big deal. Don't get defensive. He didn't. That's great. There's also another Blaster Blade gone, which is great. If we like, I don't know. I don't really know what we need now to like win, but we got close. I'll tell you what, we got close. We got very close here. I think if he just triggered a little bit less, if he didn't get the heal trigger, like he would need a double PG basically, right? And if I didn't like ride Maclear or have a Javelin early game, it would have been a different game for sure. So you never know. This could have easily been won. I think, given what we could have had, we could miracle heal here. If we could miracle heal at first, obviously. Which is gonna be annoying, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. These kind of games happen. Oh my god, he only had 1 card left in his hand. I want to know so badly if that was a PG, because if it wasn't, that heal trigger he got with the Gant slot mattered. And oh my god, a 6 damage heal. If we get our second 5 car as a heal trigger, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. Oh my god. There was a chance. There was a chance there, team. That would have been so legendary, okay? I would have bragged about that till the end of time. I would have clipped that. It would be all over Twitter. Oh my god, it would have been so good. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for today's Rarity Challenge, double rares and lower. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. We did it, man. We did it. We fought against 3 completely competitive decks. had a real fair shot at all of them winning, and we actually won one of them, so the challenge was a success. I'm officially 4-1 in terms of victories and losses, and I'm really excited to continue this series for set 4. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to let me know your favorite parts down in the comments below, and leave a like on this video, because I really enjoyed making it, and I want to know how you guys are enjoying this series. And if you guys have any lingering questions about Vanguard in general, or want to see me talk about this game more, or just play it in general and do fun challenges like this live and in person, I do go live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday over on Twitch. Links can be found in the description. But guys, that'll be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I have been your true champion, Steven. Please be sure to work hard, rest easy, live well, and stay safe. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.